3, 2, 1. It's recording!
Oh no!
Hey guys, it's Kaitil's.
And Flex.
And we're reviewing Godzilla X Kong.
Godzilla.
The New Empire.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a rocking good time.
Alright, so Godzilla X Kong. By the way, what does X mean?
Godzilla X is Kong in this movie.
Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah. The previous movie was
X
Godzilla
is Kong.
Kong versus Godzilla.
Yes. So this is part of a trilogy.
It's part of it's more than
It's
that.
actually a lot more. It's the Kong quintuplet. Okay, so this is Kong after...
He fights Godzilla.
Do you have to see any of the other movies? No.
Absolutely. In fact, I don't recommend it. I said Skull Island is the only good one.
Yo, this isn't even what is this trailer?
This is like a combination of all of them.
Okay. So this is what we're talking about.
This is all the nonsense you have to watch to get to a good one.
But I did not even know
she was in the
Elizabeth
first one.
Olsen was in this movie. Okay, so you don't have to watch any of the movies. Let's just get to it. This is a monster movie.
Giant monster movie.
If you like to see big fights, if you like to see, monsters fighting.
If you like big fights, if you like monsters fighting, if you like fighting monsters, this is the movie for you.
If you like, well, let's be real. Okay, let's just say what we liked about the film. We liked...
Kaitel doesn't even know what she likes about this movie.
Okay, it's very difficult for me to concentrate when I'm also looking at something and having to talk about it at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm just not going to look at it.
I'll take a crack at it.
Okay, you crack at it.
The problem with the previous movies in this franchise, I'm a big giant monster fan, man.
Yeah.
I am. I've loved giant monster movies since I was a wee lad, and I still love them as an adult. The problem with the previous movies is they focus way too much on human drama.
Yes.
And it is drama. There's like no jokes. There's no levity. It's just weird melodrama. And it doesn't work. And somehow, what I don't understand is if you look at the Japanese Godzilla movies, like Gamera, the human drama is fun. It moves things along. Like it's a nice break from the monsters. And I would actually say the 90s Godzilla movie with the dinosaur Godzilla also did a good job of this. But these movies in particular do not.
No.
Not at all. And I would argue the last one, Godzilla versus Kong, probably the worst of the bunch. Mm-hmm. So I had no expectations going into this.
No, you just saw this film. You saw the trailer, and then you saw this movie poster, and you were like, okay, Kong has a arm, a Thanos arm.
He's got a Thanos
glove.
Yep.
And then Godzilla's pink.
Godzilla's pink now.
And so then we thought, okay.
That's enough to warrant watching the movie.
They're having fun with it. Yes, they're having fun with it.
And they did. And that's the biggest difference between this movie and every movie preceding it, except for Skull Island. This movie has fun. And it has fun the whole entire time.
Yes, it's just a monster movie. There was a part in the film where all the monsters... The main antagonist of this film is...
A big red monkey.
A big orangutan-looking monkey.
Yeah.
Okay, he's evil.
He's the protagonist from the black and white game.
And there was this point in the film where they were all fighting, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so far away from the mic. Does it need to be closer to me?
No, I see the yellow. You're still...
Yeah, but I might not feel... I might feel far away.
Okay, you feel...
I might sound far away. Yeah, so there was a point in the film where I was like...
Monkey.
This felt like Rampage. Have you ever played the game Rampage? I'll put a clip of Rampage. But it's just these big monsters destroying a city. It was like a clip of Rampage. Because you had all these big monsters destroying a city. And it was fun. And that's what I liked about the film. I just liked that it was fun, okay? They didn't have, like he said, this stupid human drama. I hate human drama.
But there are humans in this.
There are humans.
But they have fun.
They have fun. Dan Stevens is in this. I had no idea Dan Stevens is in this. I totally forgot to... Let me look at some of the photos.
Well, I like Brian Tyree Henry. He's the main character of Atlanta.
He was great. He was also in Bullet Train.
But he was not very good in the last movie. And in this movie, I laughed at all of his jokes. I enjoyed him. Like, it's just... It's a kind of amazing when you compare two movies that have almost the same exact title.
Yes.
Same concept. The execution of both of them. This one just wins in all regards. It's also, as you can see...
look how
super
cool
colorful.
this is. I love the blues and the pinks.
So one thing I love about this, like I think honestly the reason to watch this, if you're gonna go see a Godzilla versus Kong movie, make it this one. The CG for both Kong
CG
and
is
Godzilla
really good.
is not just, well, it's so good, but they really went in on their facial expressions.
Mhm.
And there's scenes, there's like 5-minute scenes where there's no dialogue and you're
Yeah.
just watching Kong
just-
or
yes.
Godzilla.
And he
Emote.
makes these little right.
Like they're being almost sentient people. You understand what they're going through and how
Right.
they feel. And
Yeah.
like many times I was like, I think King Kong is secretly whispering like, I'm getting too old for this
Yes.
expletive.
Beep. I'll beep it just for fun.
Yeah. You could tell, like there's moments
Yeah.
in the movie he's like, I don't want to do this again. And the fact that they were able to put so much emotion
Mhm.
in both of these monsters made it really enjoyable and funny.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyable
Also,
movie.
I love how he's using this this axe. It reminded me of God of War. I was like, this
Oh, yeah.
is just giving me Kratos and his axe vibes. So these are the three humans.
Missing Brian Tyree
Stevens-
Henry, which
oh, yeah,
is weird.
he's not there. He didn't come in this scene. Dan Stevens was hilarious.
Always is.
I love him. It was a welcome surprise. Oh,
There's
hard
an
drive.
ad.
Oh, I didn't get it. That's
That's a look.
Brazier is not in the film. Okay. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this suit. Oh yeah, here he is, right here. This suit is awesome. Where is back to the photos?
Dude, look at Dan Stevens.
I know.
Look at that man.
I look at Dan Stevens.
Look at him. That is
That
I want that suit.
is so cool.
I don't like wearing that kind of clothing. I would wear that.
Yes. Now this isn't a film all about Dan Stevens, but just an aside, he speaks fluent German.
Just worth knowing.
He
Yeah.
just speaks it.
He does.
Crazy.
Not in the movie,
Okay,
but just
anyway,
in real
yeah,
life.
not in the movie. Okay.
Ooh, get the one with the
yeah,
glove. Get
here.
the glove.
Oh, yeah. Here, let's start with
Look at that glove.
so this glove. This is
Well,
that's
it's
such
a
cool
little bit of a
poster.
spoiler on how he gets the glove.
We can't
But
tell
the
you how
glove
he
is
gets
cool.
the glove, but it is cool. Also,
Rise
Okay.
together or fall alone.
I just want to say this movie is God X Kong. I mean Godzilla X Kong.
God decides, I'm done with you, King Kong. I'm sending Jesus back. We're going to unmake
this,
you.
This is Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah.
It's Kong X.
Yeah, they X each other in this.
Yes, okay. But there is a very clear, as I was walking in the theater, we're talking about it, I said, it's very clear who the favorite child is.
Yes.
It was clear who the favorite child of this movie was, and it wasn't Godzilla. Godzilla looked awesome, but Kong gets so much more screen time.
Well, I feel, and I think it's because King Kong and his emotion and his expressions, he's so watchable.
Yeah.
I could honestly, like, no
Well,
joke,
it is-
watch an entire movie that is just King Kong in his little underground jungle living his life.
Yeah.
Because he's so enjoyable.
Well, it is much easier to... Oh, that's a cool one.
That's a cool poster.
That's
That's a sick
awesome.
poster.
It's... Oh, that's super
Ooh,
cool, too.
I want both of these
Look
side by
at
side.
the one with his claw and this one with
I
his
like
paw.
that. That's good.
It's easier to emote a... Oh, this
Oh,
is the...
it's the bad guy.
Bow to your new king. That's so cool.
That's good.
Okay, GXK kind of looks like it was bleeped.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bad word that was bleeped.
Like they were going to say Gak, but they didn't have the rights to Nickelodeon.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
look
looks
at
so
Kong just being like,
good.
I don't want this.
And, like, all the battle scars relating to the last movie and everything was just like, you think they're going to make a movie after this?
Yes, I'm sure. This movie made good money, so they're going to continue to do
that's
it.
true.
I just
Okay,
hope they learn the
this
lessons.
monkey right here.
He's great.
Penny. Here, let me bring over Penny.
He gets so much screen time, and it is so worth it because they just, again, crush all the facial animations and the expression. They have conversations without using words, and it's
Yep.
great.
Tell me this little red monkey isn't the same color red as this little girl. It's the same color red monkey.
Hey.
So this monkey was the sidekick of Godzilla. Look how cute it is. It's so cute and tiny. Oh. But it's actually huge. It's actually the size
He's
of
like the size of a palm tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably bigger than that. I don't know, because Godzilla. Also, that was something we don't know how big Godzilla actually is because the
We do.
scale.
We do know.
No,
I mean,
because
at the end,
some of the trees in the Middle Earth.
Yeah, Middle Earth.
Where is it called?
It's like
It's
the
called
under.
It's called Middle Earth. It was called like Between the Worlds.
It's called Hollow Earth.
Okay, there we go. Some of the trees are big. That's the antagonist.
That's Mean Monkey.
He's mean. That guy was evil. Okay, so we haven't talked about. Oh, look. We haven't talked about the one thing, and I'm going through all these photos, and I actually don't see it, so I do think it is a spoiler.
Oh,
Is this it?
Yeah, you can't talk about that. That's a big spoiler. Because
oh, wait, no, that's not it.
No, I know what you're thinking of.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can't talk about that.
Okay.
That's a big spoiler. But it's important to note that this movie does like play into giant monster tropes, like the old Toho movies, and there are more than just the characters you're seeing here.
Yes.
It's very fun.
I can't talk because it's a spoiler, but...
Look at that little man. I mean, you can see how big he is. And,
Oh, yeah, he's huge now that you look at him in comparison to a tree.
When I was watching this, my biggest complaint, because so much of the movie takes place in Hollow Earth, and Hollow Earth is beautiful. Like, it's a really well-animated, created... It's like Pandora, Avatar. My fear was, we're not going to get a big fight that feels big.
Yes.
Because everything in Hollow Earth is so big.
Right. It's small
by comparison. But I was not let down.
No.
The last 20 minutes of the movie had an amazing fight.
And I don't understand why the last fight needed to happen the way that they did it in the film. I understand why the last fight needed to happen, but I don't know why they did this one thing in regards to the last fight. But I don't care because it was so...
It was great. The last fight...
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I
think it's the best fight of the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Again, they know how to make these things slam into each other and the geography around them and make it fun.
Look how good the CGI is.
Yeah.
And it's kind of incredible when you think, oh my gosh, they have this film completely, it's like Avatar. Everything's CG, to an extent with all the humans and whatnot. But absolutely incredible to have to animate these huge, gigantic monster fights and make it look cool. And it was just, yeah. And I also love the Earth locations were pretty funny.
Pink Godzilla.
I loved Godzilla, but I just don't think we got enough. I'd say like the movie was like...
Godzilla's the sidekick.
Godzilla is the sidekick.
Godzilla is Robin. King Kong is Batman. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of funny because on the power scale, it is very clear Godzilla is 10 times stronger than King Kong.
Well, isn't he called the King of Monsters?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate.
And I think that's the only challenge it really has is the power creep is not like they obviously give King Kong the axe, they give him the glove, they're trying to level the playing field.
Yeah.
But I don't think the threat this monkey man is if it was just Godzilla versus him, Godzilla would win. There'd probably be a lot more casualties and destruction.
Yeah.
But Godzilla still wouldn't lose against that guy.
No.
King Kong helps keep it under wraps.
Mm-hmm.
Like King Kong prevents the nuclear spread. But I would be curious to see as they do more of these, if they can figure out a way to level it so it's not like Goku versus Wonder Woman. It's like Goku versus Superman. Mm-hmm. Like, let's get a fair fight.
It's not Super Saiyan Goku.
Right.
Because that was kind of what Godzilla was.
Yes. Godzilla's Super Saiyan Goku, and he's versing like Piccolo.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, it's me, Piccolo.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm glad the movie did well. Okay, so it says it has a 6.5.
Which is,
but whatever. I feel like that's, people are going to expect a certain thing. But it did very well at the box office, I think.
Yeah, they'll definitely do more. And, I would say, like, it's hard to, again, putting numbers on things is always a silly experience. How do you rate this compared to, like, Shin Godzilla? Shin Godzilla is one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't think this is even close to that.
No,
but
it's a different
it's doing
movie.
Something completely different.
Yeah, it was just fun.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. I kind of just, when we walked out, I thought, it's just nice to watch a movie that you can kind of just...
It's relaxing. It's like relaxing entertainment.
Right. And then there was a lot of... The theater was packed, by the way. It was such a great theater, but you had a lot... The guy sitting next to me was there with his little boy, and he just kept, he was like getting his son involved. He's like, oh, bam, look at that. Did you see that? It was fun. So yeah, I guess,
there's one thing you forgot to mention before
we
close this out. The theater did something very special for this movie.
What did it do?
Oh, you don't remember? This is the
Uh-uh.
first time we've had one of these in a long time.
No.
They clapped.
Oh, yeah.
We got a full-blown theater clap.
They applauded at the end of this, and I have been dying. So sometimes when we see a film, I will kind of just try to get people to clap, but no one ever does. The theater clapped, and I was living my best
Thunderous
life.
applause.
I was going in on it. I was like, woo! Yeah, it was great. It was just so much fun. It feels nostalgic in a way because I think people used to enjoy things a lot more than they do today. People are so incredibly critical of media today to an unfair extent, I feel. They don't take into consideration a lot of the stuff that must go into creating media. So it was nice to be able to have this experience. It just felt kind of nostalgic in a way. So yeah, we really enjoyed it.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Godzilla X Kong.
Godzilla X Kong. Heck yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching the review. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.